Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. Got a cool old girl here for you today. This is my Marlin 336C, and this is an older one. It's got the JM stamp barrel, which is pre-Remington group taking over Marlin. It does have the crossbolt safety though. Not a big fan of that. I think a crossbolt safety on a lever gun's kind of redundant since you got your half cock on your hammer, that kind of stuff. So got trigger control. These things don't have hairpin triggers anyways. They've got a pretty heavy trigger on them. So I mean, let's just real quick. Yeah, not a lot of take up, but just weight in the trigger. It's not like shooting a bolt action gun or anything like that where you're gonna get a 2.5, 3 pound trigger. Now they do make trigger kits for these. I just don't have one on myself. I might eventually do a crossbolt safety delete on this thing just to get rid of it, but you still got that unsightly hole where the crossbolt safety is normally at. But yeah, this is just a good old, I think it's walnut. I ain't gonna swear to it, but I think it's walnut. It's a little better grade than the Walmart brand, the 336Ws that were a little cheaper made. Bluing looks excellent on it. Now I've actually had this gun for a good while, and I used to have a scope on it, and I took the rail and everything off because I just like the look of a lever action slick topped, and I don't care to shoot the irons. Got the hooded front sight on it. Somebody painted this one orange before I got a hold of it, and I mean it's not super bright, but you really can't even hardly tell it in the daytime, but I can see it just fine. But yeah, it's traditional buckhorn sights, and for, you know, the ranges of 30-30, I don't have a problem using open sights. I'm not going to shoot this gun at anything past 150, 200 yards tops. Normally inside 100 yard type deer rifle. So kind of having a scope really doesn't appeal to me a whole lot. You can see that JM stamp here. It's on the left side of the barrel. I think there was like 2 designations, one on the left side, one on the right side. One meant one thing, one meant the other. But I'm not big on the Marlin history, so you can't quote me on that. I just like it. It's a cool old gun, and there's just something to be said about working a lever action. It's just cool. And I mean, really, I probably wouldn't want it in this chambering, but you know, lever actions could be a good defensive use rifle if, you know, you were in a restrictive state where you couldn't have semi-automatics, or you're restricted to 10 round magazines, that type of stuff. You know, a rifle like this and 357 Magnum make a dandy little home defense rifle if you were, you know, restricted from anything else. They're fun to shoot, and I've just been shooting some of these home loads I've got here today. I think these are 150 grain plated bullets. I loaded them a while back. I'm pretty sure they're 150 grain plated bullets, not screaming real fast. I generally shoot 170s to hunt with, but those is what I got cheap just for steel blasting. So yeah, like I said, the old 30-30, dirty 30. It's a fantastic rifle, fantastic cartridge. Been around for a long time, and I really enjoy it. If you ever get a chance, if you haven't shot one, you get a chance, please do yourself a favor. You'll enjoy it. And I'd really like for Ruger, that's making the new Marlins, they've got a couple rifles out now, a carbine and a full-size 45-70, but I wish they'd start making the pistol caliber type carbines again. To have one of those stainless with the laminate stock 357, that'd be all right. That'd be pretty fun to have. But yeah, I've thought about kind of doing some stuff to this thing, but then it's just, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is, old school. I don't like to mess with stuff a whole lot if I don't have to, but you know, I'd like to get rid of that safety. But let's take a few shots. I've got some animals up there. Let's see if we can get on target with a few of those animals up there, this old dirty 30. So I've got 6 rounds loaded in this thing. See the target somewhere around in here, up the hill a little bit. Let's see if we can smack a goat or a sheep or whatever that is. Shot high. Shooting way high. Oh, we laid her down that time. See if we can hit that turkey. Click. Nope, sure can't. So I'm gonna sling 3 more up there. This thing really does not like, this micro groove barrel really does not like these plated bullets. It's slinging them everywhere. We'll see if we can smack it. We'll see. Actually, I'm just gonna go for the gong. See, that shot way left. It does not like those plated bullets. Let me go get some jacketed. Let's try these out. Here's some 150 grain jacketed soft nose. Let's try these out. See if we can do a little better. There we go. Now, let's try for that turkey. Just over it. Got him. Try to let a piggy. Got him. Chicken. May not get it. Do I have another one or not? I did not in a flinch. If you like today's shirt, I'll have a link in the description to the Gun Dungeon shirt, American Patriot. Check that out. Links in the description below. So clearly, this thing does not like these plated bullets. And I'm gonna attribute that to the micro groove rifling, probably not getting along well with the plated bullets. The velocity shouldn't be too high, but you can see the difference here. This is the plated, this is the jacketed. They're both 150 grain bullets. Neither are loaded screaming, but that's the difference. So if you do have a 336 with micro groove rifling, I wouldn't buy a whole bunch of plated bullets to start with. Get you a handful and try them out. I'd probably still play with that plated bullet a little bit and maybe get it a little bit better than what it is, but we will see. But yeah, the old lever action rifle, man, there's just something cool about working that lever. The sound, the feel, just iconic. It's American history. Now, I like a Marlin. It does have the ability to mount a scope if you want it, whereas the Winchester 94s, unless you go like the angle eject, there's some different options there, but it's a little harder to put a scope on a Winchester 94 than it is a Marlin 336. I like the look of the old Winchester 94s quite a bit with that straight stock, whereas this has got more of the pistol style stock. But as far as just shooting, this thing's tough to beat. They're fun. They're a blast. Like I said, the 30-30 round has been taking deer for decades and decades and decades, and it's just as possible to take a deer with a 30-30 today as it was 100 years ago when it was doing it all the time. But yeah, I mean, you're kind of, the tube fed magazine, you're kind of limited to flat point bullets unless you single load, which some guys do. Some guys will load Spitzer style bullets and single load your 30-30, and if that's what you want to do, that's cool too. But I just like the old, I'd rather, I don't know, that's just me. But like I said, the 357 Magnum in this would be an excellent home defense. I mean, this would be an excellent home defense rifle if it's what you got. You got 6 rounds in the tube. So if you 6+1 it, there's 7 rounds of 30-30, and 30-30 is a pretty powerful cartridge, especially for across the house distances for home defense. I mean, I wouldn't, if that's what I had, I'd use it. But to me, you know, I've got guns that are more suited to hunting than, you know, something I don't really want to scratch up or get wet and stuff like that. So I use those. I've got better suited weapons for home defense, so I use those. But like I said, this whole lever action rifle could definitely get the job done. And yeah, if Marlin would ever come out with a new 357 Magnum with the big loop, oh yeah, that's what Ruger needs to do, is push Marlin line and come back out with some of their old stuff. That's what I like. But that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.